Hi knitters, Faye Lynn from Strand Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California. And today I have what's on my needles, I have a class, and I have some new yarn and something to talk about. So stay tuned. Class is on the 12th of October, which is a Sunday. I am moving it to 12 o'clock, so this class will be on the same day, but it's going to be from 12 to 2. And just to remind anybody that hasn't been there, Musselburgh hat. I need to be Irish because it's an Irish, she's Irish, the designer. Musselburgh. But I've listened to a lot of people say it, so I think I'm saying it right. So I'm trying to get my hat to go back in. Okay, so this is one hat that I made. I still need to do this. This ends up to be my son's, and this was done with stash yarn that I had that stripes. And actually what this really is, if you're a nerd, is this is the color of R2D2, and then back here is the color of BB8. You'll know that. So anyway, so you've got the hat. You started at the top here. I still have to weave in my end. You started at the top with 8 stitches. This is the fiddly part. So you'll be doing 2 circulars, or if you haven't ever done small anything, you're going to be doing 2 circulars. If you have and you know how to do magic loop, then you'll be doing magic loop. If you do DPNs, you're welcome to do DPNs. But this is, so it starts there, and then you knit your tube. That's what I love about this thing. So how perfectly did this work out? I mean, it's crazy good. And then you will close it off at the end when you get here, and you'll decrease it, and you'll be back down on your smaller 2 circulars or magic loop. But all of all of that, just knitting. It's amazing. It's just knitting. Again, it's very satisfying, and if you're a sock knitter, this sort of is the easy version of the same experience, the same wonderful experience of knitting socks. This does the same thing, only you just don't have to do all the other construction stuff, and you don't have to think about it, and I love it. So there it is that way. So this means when this folds up, then you have both colors showing. Fold up, there we go. So then you have both colors showing, and then of course you can just flip the whole thing inside out, and then you have this one flipped up, and you have that showing. So that's for something very specific. This is the other one we did out of our earth yarn, which is behind me, which we're getting a lot more in, which we just made orders for this. So we're getting colors in. And this, the yarn just did this. I didn't do anything but knit the yarn. And it stripes all on its own. And then, so yeah, so same thing. So anyways, this is a fun, I can see I'm going to be making more of these. And so this class is still October 12th, which is a Sunday, October 12th, and it's going to be from 12 to 2. So we're going to start getting our fall stuff in. Sunny and Christine rearranged the entire store a couple Sundays ago, moving our cottons and summer stuff down to the bottom levels and moving more of the wools, alpacas and stuff up to the upper level. And then we're now going to start getting our yarn in. So the first to come in is Beatrix. Now we've had this before. This is amazing yarn. So this is an extra fine merino, which extra fine means super, super soft, and 30% Angora. God, you guys, this is like heaven. So, and it's chunky. You're on, technically you're on a 9 to 11. Could easily go up to a 13, possibly a 15, depending on what you're wanting. I did make a scarf out of this. I don't know if it's up. Hold on a minute. This years ago now, probably 4 years ago or so. So I just did a half fisherman's rib scarf. And it's so soft, you guys. And then this particular one, I actually put tassels at the bottom, and then I run the color of the tassel. I ran the line up through the knitting, so you can sort of see these colors in the knitting, and tassels at the bottom. So that was fun. But you of course don't need to do any of that. This can do anything. It makes hats. We have a hat out of it. It would be a fabulous sweater, and you don't have to do the holding mohair with a thing or holding another 2 yarns. It's going to do it all by itself. This is just super, super yummy. So that's in, we have 4 colors of this. And then the other one, this has the slightest little bit, the itty bitty translucent, there you can see it, sequins in here. So they're teeny, teeny, tiny, just enough to give the shimmer, but you're not gonna feel it. Like you sometimes when sequins on it, it can like poke at you. These are so little that you don't feel it at all. And again, beautiful yarn, 4 colors. And this is virgin merino wool, and then some polyester stuff, which is the threads going around that wool that had the sequins on it. So again, luscious. Both of these are juniper moon yarns, which we love. But again, this is so soft and so wonderful. I mean, this does not itch at all, not at all. So it'd be beautiful. So this would be a beautiful Christmas presents, because it's like the whole summer, shimmering, you know, classic sparkly Christmas stuff. So that's what's in right now. And stay tuned because we got lots more coming in. Okay, so I'm going to be gone the next week, and I'll be back in the studio on the 11th. And so I'm going to be traveling, not very far, just going up to Morro Bay, but still traveling and away. So there's this thing called travel knitting, you know, vacation knitting. It's a real thing. Sometimes we spend way more time trying to figure out what we want to take to knit than we do anything else on the trip. So I need travel knitting. Now I'm going to be driving. I'm going to be the driver most of the time, so I don't have the drive time, but we have 5 days on the beach in Morro Bay, and so there's going to be a lot of knitting time. So travel knitting. So what I'm going to be doing is starting some multiples. So I have a set of multiple things that I need to work up for holiday gifts, and so that's what my travel knitting will be, because they're fast. I don't have to have a pattern with me, and yeah, and I can just play with it as I go, so I'm not like glued down to a pattern or anything. But I'm also going to take this because I need to finish it. And so this is what's on my needles, and this is the Wild and Free shawl, and I've got my lace going now. Not turning out beautiful, it's turning out so pretty. So this is fingering weight, and I'm on a 7. I'm on a 7, that's pretty good. I'm on a 7, yeah. So I'm going to take this so I can finish it up. And then I think I'm going to start these socks. I haven't started them yet. They're at home, again, using stash yarn and stuff. But I'm probably going to do these socks because these won't take any, once I get them going, I don't have to look at a pattern. So that's what I'm going to do. So that is my travel knitting. And of course, while you're traveling, you always hit the yarn stores that you go past. So you sort of look up yarn stores, and Ravelry, under the yarn tab, go down, and on the left it says yarn stores or knitting stores, and you put in the zip code or the city or whatever, and it'll start listing the stores that are in the area. So that's the fastest way to find a knit store. And so I know there's one in Cambria because it's a great store. I'm not sure, I bet there's one in Morro Bay, but I'm not sure. I haven't been to Morro Bay in forever and a day. But that's probably the only ones I should go, because well, my one sister knits, but I'm the only knitter that will want to go in and, you know, and I may not do that either, because I may just stay at home and knit. So if we end up in Cambria, I'll stop at that one because it's a lovely store. And they're so nice in there, and it's like the busiest store in Cambria, especially on a weekend. But travel knitting is a thing, and you'll always hear like people going even into other countries. You're looking for the yarn stores. I had one that just was in Amsterdam, and Stephen West's Penelope store, that his store is there, and it's a gorgeous store. And of course she went in and bought some stuff, and it was wonderful. So no matter where you are, you sort of look up the knit stores and just see what another knit store is like. And one of the things most people do is they ask if there's any local dyed yarn. So like we have the Dusty up here, which is our local dye yarn. And so a lot of places, if they're lucky enough to have a local dyer, they'll have their yarn in there. And so then that's something you sort of get maybe that, because you're never going to see it again. You'll notice that a lot of the brands, you'll see a lot of the same brands because there's only so many yarn brands that that are around. But it's just fun to see what they have. Oftentimes they, like us, they have samples. You want to knit it, you get the yarn, you got the sample, you know exactly what you're going to do with it. So it's all part of traveling. So if you're feeling like you want to do that, you're not weird. It's normal for us. This is what we do when we travel. Okay, and that's it for today. Now, there's no video next week, but I'm only gone for the week, so no big deal. And I'll be back in the studio Saturday the 11th, so I'll have my workshops on Saturday the 11th at 10 and Sunday the 12th at 12. So those will be going, and then, I'm back on schedule. So the schedule goes back starting on the 11th. So I hope you have a great week, and couple of weeks, come in. Get your multiples going. My big goal, actually one of my big goals, is to knit my multiples and get them pretty much done this week, because that would be amazing to have, because I have to do quite a few. So that would be amazing to be able to get them pretty much done by the end of the week. Would be fun. So anyways, that's that for now, and I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.